Om Jnana Jnanam Janasvata Chakramritanina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna. Since there are over 80 godbrothers and god sisters here, and most of them have a desire to speak at least for a few minutes, I'll try to be a little brief so that hopefully everyone gets a chance. So today, we're all assembled here, Prabhupada disciples, grand disciples and followers, and this gives us an opportunity to rededicate our lives to Srila Prabhupada and Prabhupada's movement. And as we hear about the wonderful pastimes that Prabhupada exhibited when he was on the planet, we get a chance to associate with Prabhupada and to appreciate his greatness. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had predicted that the holy name would be chanted in every town and village of the world. And Prabhupada was an empowered personality who appeared to take the holy name to every corner of the world. And Prabhupada, during his brief stay on the planet, performed so many wonderful miracles. There was once a magician who came to the Krishna Balaram temple, and he did some magic, making things appear and disappear. So he asked Prabhupada, how do you like my magic? Prabhupada said, very good. But Prabhupada said, can you make birth and death disappear? He said, no. Prabhupada said, I can. I'm giving my disciples the process of pure devotional service. And if they follow the process of pure devotional service, they become free from birth and death. He said, yes. Prabhupada said, I'm a greater magician than you. So, once somebody asked Prabhupada, can you do some magic? Because the general expectation is, you're going to see the personality, do magic, etc. Prabhupada said, no, I can't do any magic. But one magic I've done. So the man was really curious, what magic has he done? Prabhupada said, I have converted thousands of lectures into Brahmanas. So that was not an ordinary magic. From Prabhupada's life we see how he was determined to carry out the instructions of his spiritual master. He struggled to establish Krishna consciousness. There's a nice story that before he went to the West, he was once distributing books in Delhi, in Connaught Place. It was a very hot day. Prabhupada had a sandstorm. But as soon as he came to consciousness, he resumed his book distribution. And we all know how Prabhupada had to struggle to even print the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada had printed the first two volumes of the Srimad Bhagavatam, and for the third volume, he needed funds. So he came to Bombay, stayed in Prem Kutir, and he was informed that there's a very pious lady here, Srimati Manarji, who helps sadhus. So Prabhupada went to her office to meet her, but her secretaries kept refusing. No, she's very busy, she can't see you. But Prabhupada was determined to see her. So he sat down on the staircase of Sindhya Navigation Company's office, doing his japa. And he sat down there for 5 hours waiting for her. He said, they won't let me see her, but she has to go home by this path. So Prabhupada was sitting on the steps and chanting his japa, and 5 hours later, Srimati Maharaji was going home with the secretary, Mr. Chokshi. So she asked her secretary, who is this sadhu? So he explained he's come from Vrindavan, and he's been sitting here for 5 hours. So she came, she was a pious lady, so she came up to Prabhupada and said if she could do anything. Prabhupada told her, I want to print Srimad Bhagavatam first in part 3 and I needed your help. So she said, come the next day. The next day Prabhupada went to see her and she agreed to pay the entire cost of Bhagavatam first and third volume. But from this example we can see how Prabhupada was determined to get his books printed and the struggle he had to undergo to realize his goal. So Prabhupada made so many wonderful predictions. We all know that the Hare Krishna land, Swami I'm sure is going to speak a lot about the Hare Krishna land. But when Prabhupada was going to Srimati Maharaji's house, at that time the Hare Krishna land was just a jungle. And Prabhupada had prayed that if Krishna would give him that place, he would construct a nice temple. And eventually Prabhupada got that place. Prabhupada in 1970 was making plans to enter the Soviet Union. And there was a devotee in Germany called Krishna who was coordinating Prabhupada's plans to visit that country. So in 1970, Prabhupada wrote to Krishna that if I can come there with this whole Sankirtan party, the people will very much appreciate it and they'll become happy. And today, due to Prabhupada having planted the seed in his 1971 visit, the Sankirtan party is going on all over the former Soviet Union, and thousands of devotees are chanting Hare Krishna and perfecting their lives. So, Srila Prabhupada has given us this very wonderful philosophy. Sometimes we hear devotees say, oh, I'm so unfortunate, I didn't have the opportunity to associate with Prabhupada, you devotees are so fortunate. But actually we're all Prabhupada Nugas, disciples, grand-disciples, and future generation of devotees. If we follow Srila Prabhupada's instructions, study his books, and dedicate ourselves to Prabhupada's instructions, then we will always be able to associate with Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada often told us, everything that I have to say is there in my books. So we should rededicate ourselves to Prabhupada's instructions, read his books, dedicate ourselves to preaching his, distributing his books. We all know how Prabhupada wanted us to distribute his books. Prabhupada said, here in Vrindavan, in his last days, Prabhupada said, as long as book distribution goes on, I will never die. In other words, he will always be preaching to the medium of his books. So we should all take advantage of the wonderful instruction that Prabhupada has given us, endeavor to fulfill those instructions, and Prabhupada will bless us to succeed spiritually. Srila Prabhupada ki!
I would like to thank His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj for describing how Prabhupada is the most wonderful magician to make birth and death disappear, to make Yavanas into Brahmanas, to make a temple appear in Bombay, and to